Hi friends, it is Thursday and it is 4 p.m. It's Thursday, November 12th, and yeah, so let's see if I can share this. Nope, that's not what I want to do, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, I guess it worked. It's Thursday at 4 p.m. and that is means it's getting tipsy with Erin. And I'm going to be real honest with you. It has been a really long week, a long day, and a long 2 days. And if I get through this episode without, I don't know, this camera falling over, phone falling over, or my Christmas tree catching on fire, then it's going to be, we're going to call it a victory. But today we are going to talk about the 5 things that I have learned from about home design from Dream Home Makeover. So little taking Netflix, real estate, colliding them, and spilling the details about the new mini-series with Studio McGee about home design with Dream Home Makeover. So I don't know if anyone's been watching that. Checked it out. I'll give you just like my 5 little tips I've taken from it. I'm not going to ruin it for you. And it's a mini series, so it's not like you won't get sucked into an entire weekend of watching the same show. But yeah, so grab your notes app in your phone or a little notepad if you want to. Totally easy. These are just my 5 tips I've grabbed from it. And again, I'm going to keep it short because I'm afraid, like, you never know what's going to happen at this point. So again, the show is Dream Home Makeover, and it's Shea and her husband Sid. They transform homes, like an ordinary space, into something that the homeowners just absolutely fall in love with. And they also have a line of home goods stuff at Target now. I think the pandemic's been pretty good because I don't go into Target anymore. I actually went this week. Let me show you what I bought. But I don't go in as often anymore. And so I've been buying, like, you know, the stuff we normally need around the house. I either buy it on Amazon or like buy it at Target and ship it to the house. And I had a tendency to like pick up kind of some of that stuff. But I did go in this week because I had to get something real quick, and I ended up, hold on. I got these things to add to my Christmas decorations. So, and I put them up, and my husband didn't even notice. It was great. But anyway, so if you like HGTV, appreciate well-designed spaces, check the show out, and then they also have a line at Target. But even if you watch the show, here are my 5 tips. 1, swap out your ceiling fans for some awesome light fixtures. Trust me, as a person that I'm just hot-natured anyway, I love a good ceiling fan, but you can get a Vornado to cool off, or like me, just keep your house really cool with air conditioning. And that ceiling or that light fixture, they call it like a bow on a package. So think of it like a bow on top of the Christmas present, and it just doesn't look as good under the tree without that final piece, that finishing piece. So like we, for example, need to actually replace something in our master bedroom because the cover on the light broke. And you can't replace it. They don't make that size anymore or whatever. We couldn't find it forever. So, we were going to have to actually replace the fan. But now I'm thinking I'm just going to get a cool chandelier or cool something light in there, because honestly, our ceilings are so high in the master bedroom that the fan does nothing. So we're just going to get light. And I think it's a much better option. Number 2, total flooring game changer, and we're going to think about this, but spoiler alert, you don't have to have hardwood floors throughout the house to use area rugs. So instead of getting like that thick fluffy carpet, You can get sort of the low pile or the low pile carpet, and then sort of get the HGTV version of carpet. It looks great, especially when it's photographed, because you don't get the, you don't get the foot marks in it, you don't get the traffic marks in it. But then you can also layer an area rug on top of it to really pull your room together. One of the things that Shea said is sometimes if you have carpet wall to wall and you don't lay a rug on top, then the furniture looks like it's floating. And I never thought about that until she says that. And I was like, huh, interesting. So just an interesting point for you. Another thing is wood on wood. Even though wood can be beautiful, it can create a very claustrophobic look. And while it can give you that sort of cabiny, homey feel, it can also feel very enclosing. So in one of the renovations that Shea completed, there was a lot of wood, including a wood paneled ceiling. So she felt like it really darkened the room. So she whitewashed it to remove that cabin feel, and kept the original look of the woodwork. So you still had that rich wood feeling, but it was whitewashed. Other ways to help break up that look of wood, she to swap out the heaviness, she took out a wood handrail. I'm looking because I see a wood handrail right here. She took out the wood handrail and put metal handrail for the staircase. Swapped out that boxy banister for a sleek metal design, whitewashed panel walls, and give it that sleeker, modern look. If you have a historic remodel, maybe a more historical home, less is more. You can keep the historic accents, but minimize the rest. You don't need to have, an 1860s house. It's okay. I know you live in the 1860s, but you can keep like the accents that tell people it's the 1860s house, but you don't need to have, 1860s. Simple to the point, but it's a good rule of thumb. And then the last tip is my absolute favorite. She said, we want people to fall in love with where they live. And it's the easiest thing. Design a space that you're in love with. And home is where we spend the most of our time. Hi, Desiree. How are you? Congratulations on Champions Club, Desiree. Home is where we spend most of our time, especially now. And so we want it to be, where you can be comfortable. You can see, like, that chair I love that chair. It's where I spend most of my time when I'm home. And the tree is right in front of the chair. And I love my Christmas tree. And yes, I put it up the day after Halloween, and I'm okay with it. And if you have issues, I don't care. It makes me very happy. But it's comfortable to me. I've got blankets over the back of it. I have pillows, and it's very comfortable to me. So, make it a place that's comfortable, because that's where you're going to be. And make it what you want. It's colors I like. They're very warm and cozy to me. So that's what's important. So if you have any things that you've seen from the show that you like, feel free to drop them in the comments. If you have any questions, feel free to share them. And thank you for tuning in this week. And I'm glad nothing bad happened. The tree didn't fall over. Nothing blew up. My phone didn't ring. Everything's great. And I'm going to go to Cycle Bar, and I'm just going to sit in the back of the room and just listen to music. I don't even think I'm going to ride. I'm just going to sit there. So you guys have a great Thursday evening. Hopefully tomorrow will be a great day, and we're all going to have an awesome weekend. And hopefully next week will be even better, and I'll see you next Thursday at 4 p.m. Bye, guys.